Today we will discuss about optical activity and optical isomerism. First of all, we will read about optical activity. Optical means it is derived from the word optics. Optics means the branch of physics that deals with light. Light is related to optics. What is light? Day to day life we use light. What is light? Light is electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. And we know every electric field has a magnetic field. Magnetic field has also electric field. When these two fields interact, there is a resultant, and it is electromagnetic wave. Resultant is electromagnetic wave. It has various properties. You will read it in higher class, also in physics. I am not discussing it vividly. Electromagnetic wave. So it is also called as electromagnetic radiation or electromagnetic wave is in this manner. So crest to crest or throb to throb are called lambda, means wavelength. Wavelength is measured as the unit of distance, centimeter or meter. Another is frequency. Frequency is unit of frequency is, what is frequency? Frequency is cycles per second. That means number of cycles per second is called the frequency. What is wavelength? Wavelength is distance covered in one cycle. Distance per cycle. Distance per cycle, it is one cycle, crest to crest. Distance per cycle is wavelength. So its unit is second inverse or hertz. Its unit is distance per cycle, its unit is meter, centimeter. These are the units of a distance unit, the unit of wavelength. And it is meter per second. So when frequency is more to wavelength will be less. When frequency is more, wavelength will be less. Because, or when frequency is less, wavelength will be more. Wavelength will be more. Because product of two is always same. Product of two is always same, that is 3 into 10 to the 8 meter per second. That is the velocity of light. Velocity of light. Velocity of light. Light can travel through vacuum, and also it can penetrate through a medium. When it will penetrate through a medium, it can come unobserved, it may be observed. It may be observed. So, according to difference in wavelength and frequency, light are of different types. These are like gamma ray, X-ray, UV, visible, IR, infrared, radio wave, microwave, radio wave, IR, microwave, radio wave. So, visible light can be observed by our eye, or our eye can detect the visible range. Our eye can detect the visible range. So, visible light have, we know, 7 colors. These are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Yellow, orange, red. This ranges from, in term of wavelength, it is from wavelength. It is from 380 nanometer to 760 nanometer. 740 nanometer. Nanometer means 10 to the minus 9 meter. Nanometer means 10 to the minus 9 meter is called nanometer. Or frequency is 790 terahertz to 405 terahertz. Terahertz means, tera means 10 to the power 12 Tera means 10 to the power 12. Nano means 10 to the power minus 9. Terahertz means 10 to the power 12 hertz. Nano means 10 nanometer means 10 to the power minus 9 meter. You have read it in physics. You have read it in physics that kilo, mega, giga, tera, peta. Also in lesser unit, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, otto. So we are also acquainted with it in physics. We are also acquainted with it in physics. So according to difference in wavelength and frequency, colors are of different types: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange. 7 colors combines with the blue. It is highest frequency. It is highest wavelength. When frequency is more, wavelength is least. When wavelength is more, frequency is least. And energy is always related to frequency. E is equal to h nu. Planck's quantum theory. E is equal to h nu. So when frequency more, energy is also more. Frequency more, energy is also more. So in optical activity, we have to know the, suppose a radiation is there. This radiation is in different planes. These are called polychromatic light. These are called polychromatic light. Polychromatic light means consist of many wavelength. But for optical, to know the optical activity, we have to go to the monochromatic light. Monochromatic light is useful for the optical activity. Monochromatic light. What is monochromatic light? That is one wavelength. For to know this wavelength and frequency, I have to go through these basic ideas. Monochromatic light, it must have one wavelength. How can we produce monochromatic light? Because all light, white light is consists of 7 colors, but we need only one wavelength. How can we get one wavelength? That means when there is a polychromatic light or light radiation, every light radiation is polychromatic. It will pass through nickel prism. When it will pass through nickel prism, it will produce monochromatic light. That means one light will go through it. It is also called polarizer. Only one wavelength is produced. After this, it will be passed through polarimeter. It will be passed through a container which will contain the organic compound. This is called the polarimeter. Here optical substance to be tested, optical activity is taken. Organic substance. Here is organic substance. After this light, we know light travels in straight line. After this, we will get, if it will be optically active, the path of light will change. Path of light will rotate. If it will rotate in clockwise, this should be the position, but position is this. This is the actual position. This should be the position, but it is the actual position. That means it rotated in clockwise direction, right hand. It rotated in clockwise direction. Then here is a detector to know the angle of rotation, detector. So if it rotates in the right hand direction, it is called rotation of path of plane polarized light. This is called monochromatic light, is also called plane polarized light. Monochromatic light is also called plane polarized light. Rotation of path of plane polarized light towards right or clockwise direction, rotation of path of light towards right or clockwise direction, the substance is called D isomer. D isomer or dextrorotatory. Rotation of path of plane towards right, the substance is called D isomer or dextrorotatory. If it will rotate, rotation in left or anticlockwise direction, substance is L isomer or levorotatory. So optical isomers are two types. One is D isomer, another is L isomer. Then these are stereoisomers. These are stereoisomers. We have read it in +2 first year. Structural isomer, stereoisomer. Stereoisomer two types. One is geometrical isomer, other is optical isomer. D and L isomer. D isomer means rotation of path of plane towards clockwise direction. It is towards anti-clockwise direction. Then we will go, what is the condition of optical isomerism? Then we will go to optical isomerism. That means optical isomerism the substance which rotates the path of plane polarized light towards left or right is called optical isomer. Phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Optical iso phenomenon is called optical isomerism. Phenomenon is called optical isomerism. This is the definition of optical isomerism. Then we will go to what are the conditions for optical isomerism. What are the conditions? Conditions for optical isomerism. Conditions for optical isomerism. First of all, we will go to an example, that is 2-bromopropane. 2-bromopropane. H3C, CH, Br, CH3. That means when we write it as 4 groups or C, H, Br, CH3, CH3. This should be written in tetrahedral manner. I have written it now in this planar manner. Okay. So if we will place a plane here, mirror here, what will happen? This portion is the mirror identical portion. This portion is the mirror image of other. So this plane is called plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry. So it is optically inactive. Optically inactive. Optically inactive means it will not rotate the path of plane polarized light. It will not rotate the path of plane polarized light. That means the substance which is plane of symmetry. Similarly, we can also give one example. This is a sphere. This is a plane of symmetry. So we will get two portions, and these two portions are mirror image. two persons are mirror image, it will be optically inactive. It will be optically. Best example, also best example 2-bromopropane. So another example will go, that is 2-bromobutane. 2-bromobutane. 2-bromobutane means CH3, CH2, CH, Br, CH3. CH3. What is the difference between these two carbon? This carbon has two identical groups, but this carbon has C, H, Br, CH3, C2H5. This group is squeezed to C2H5. So if we will take a mirror here, we will keep a mirror here. What will the mirror image? C, CH3, C2H5, H, Br. H, Br. That means these two are non-super. If we will keep this here, CH3 will overlap with C2H5. C2H5 will overlap with CH3. Will be with CH3. That means these two are non-superimposable mirror image. Non-superimposable mirror image. Another example we can also say, go, that is A. Mirror image is A. This type will be optically inactive. Optically inactive. Superimposable mirror. Suppose P. What will the mirror image? Q. So this is optically active. Non-superimposable mirror image. Non-superimposable mirror. It is superimposable mirror image. These are optically inactive. This is active. This is for your explanation, but through organic compound we can better understand. 2-bromopropane, plane of symmetry, and 2-bromobutane, non-super. If it is D-isomer, D-isomer is also termed as plus. It will be L-isomer. L-isomer is termed as minus. Termed as minus L-isomer. So, what is the difference between these two? What is the difference between these two? This carbon has two identical groups, CH3, CH3. But here one is CH3, another is C2H5. That means 4 different groups are attached to carbon. 4 different groups are attached to carbon. So this type of carbon is called asymmetric carbon. This type of carbon is called asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. Asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. Asymmetric carbon or chiral. That means the carbon to which 4 different groups are attached. This type of carbon will be optically active. Will be optically active. This is asymmetric carbon. This is not asymmetric. This is not. This is a 3 hydrogen. 3 groups are identical. Here 2 groups are identical. 2 hydrogen are identical. Here 3 hydrogen. But this is asymmetric carbon. To carbon to which 4 different groups are attached. When asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon is present, substance will be optically active. Substance presence of asymmetric carbon can lead to optical isomerism. Can lead to optical isomerism. This is the necessary condition but not the sufficient condition. In higher class we will go through it. So I can lead to optical isomerism. So what are the optical isomerism? One is D isomer, another is L isomer. So what are the conditions for optical isomerism? 4 different groups are attached. presence of asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon will form the optical isomerism. One is D isomer, another is L isomer. Also, we can go through the different representation of tetrahedral carbon. We know methane C, H, tetrahedral manner. It has three representations. It may be asked in exam. So one is OH dash representation. In OH representation, suppose we will go to the 2-bromopropane C2H5 CH3HBr. Here C I have written it in Br H. This solid line means these are in one plane of paper. Another is waste means dash means CH3. It is besides the plane or below the plane of paper. Another is waste solid line C2H5. This is called OH dash representation. In OH dash representation, if it is D isomer, what will the L isomer? L isomer will be CHBr. OH will be dash form, dash will be in OH form. This will change, kind of plane of paper will change. CH3. This will be C2H5. So it will be L isomer. Another is Newman projection formula. In Newman projection, carbon is represented as circle. Then H here, another is C2H5, another is CH3, another is Br. If it will be D isomer, what will the L isomer? This is carbon. Round is for carbon. H, Br, CH3, C2H5, L isomer. Another is Newman projection formula. Fischer projection. In Fischer projection, there are two lines. One is horizontal line, another is vertical line. Horizontal line is along the plane of the paper, vertical line is perpendicular to the plane of the paper. In this case, if it is H, Br, CH3, C2H5, and if it is mirror, it will be Br, C2H5, CH3H. So we can represent more molecules in this manner. Suppose we will go through another example. Suppose it will be asked in your question, justify which molecule will be optically active. Among these, 2-bromo-butane, 3-bromo-butane, 2-bromo-butane, another is 3-bromo-butane. We'll go That means 2-bromobutane means H3C, CH2, CH, Br, CH3, CH3, नहीं 2-bromo, 3-bromopentane, 3-bromopentane, CH3, CH2, CH, Br, CH2, CH3, CH2, CH3. This is 3-bromopentane. Here, this is C2H5, this is C2H5. So, two groups are identical. So, this carbon is not, this molecule has no asymmetric carbon or chiral carbon. Here only one CH3, this is 2 carbon C2H5. So, CH3, C2H5, BH, so it is asymmetric carbon. It is asymmetric carbon and it is optically active. Optically active. Suppose we will go to another example. CH3, CH, OH, COOH. This is 2-hydroxypropanoic acid. Here it is asymmetric carbon. Here it is asymmetric carbon and it will be optically active. Optically active. So, you should go through other examples in your book. Which molecule will be optically active, which will be optically inactive.